Hello and welcome to this video about Rosario Student Information System. We're going to talk about final grades and report cards. So first we have to distinguish between final grades and gradebook grades. Gradebook grades are assignment grades, and the assignments are given to students during a quarter. They won't appear on report cards, while final grades are grades attributed at the end of marking periods, which can be the grade of a quarter, and which can be, for example, the average of assignments. Right, so we're gonna first need to set up marking periods under the school menu. We have first a year period, which is here graded. We have inside 2 semesters. Each semester is not graded, so we won't have them on report cards. And inside each semester we have 4 quarters. Each quarter is graded. One rule is if you want marking period to appear on the report cards, you have to check graded. Below you will note 2 dates about grade posting, which are the dates in between which teachers are authorized to input final grades. You can have as many marking period as you need. There are 2 limitations though. You must have at least 1 quarter for RosarioSIS to function well, and the begin and end dates cannot overlap another period. So this is another thing to have in mind, but with the exception of progress periods can overlap. Regarding the year grades, we typically want this grade to be calculated and be the average of the 4 quarters. So we will configure this under the grade configuration program. Here we have overridden individual teacher configuration because we want the administrator to set this up for the whole school. Here we have set 25% for each quarter, so this will be how the year grade will be calculated. Okay, now the next step to be able to input final grades is to have subjects and courses to grade. Under the scheduling module, we have 2 subjects, mathematics and Spanish. Inside mathematics we have a course for 6th grade students, and inside this course we have a course period or class which gathers all the options you need to be able to grade it, which is first the marking period. Here is the full year, but we could have chosen a quarter instead. Next are credits, which are important when it comes to cumulative GPA. So, for example, a class with 8 credits will will count twice as much as, for example, the Spanish class, which has only 4 credits, and those credits will be spread between each quarter. So as we have 4 quarters here, each quarter students can earn 1 credit, right? So you have to take in account the total credits and divide it by each quarter. And finally, to be able to grade the course, you will have to select a grading scale. Here we have selected the main grading scale, and we go to the grades module and grading scales program, where we have defined the main grading scale. Each grade in the list has a title. Here we have letter grades. Those are the grades used in the Anglo-Saxon schools. Those could be numbers instead. Next, you have a break-off, which is a percentage below which the grade is not attributed, which means the A+ grade will be attributed for a person between 97 and 100. Next, we have the GPA value, which is used to calculate GPA, or the average. And on the right, we have comments with for each grade, which could be used later, as we will see. And the last grade is the NA grade. It's a special grade. As you can see, it has no break-off nor GPA value. This is the grade you will select if a student has no grade for whatever reason, and it won't count in the cumulative GPA calculation, right? So next, don't forget to click the plus tab. It contains important information about the scale, like the scale value, which is for the highest grade, and the minimum passing grade, here 0, which is the grade below which students won't earn credits and will fail. As you can see, you can manage various grading scales, and it is possible to add one using those fields. You can also, if you want to add a numeric grading scale, to use a handy plugin which is named Grading Scale Generation. And if you click the configuration, you can select the maximum grade and the step, and you can have ready to use a scale counting with hundreds of grades, right? One other thing to have in mind is in the school information, this is the base grading scale. Here it's set to 4, which means, for example, a student having various grades on 4 and others on, let's say, 10. Its cumulative GPA will be calculated on this base, which is 4, right? Now we can input final grades instead of logging in as a teacher. We can do that as an administrator under the Users Teacher program. We find a teacher, we select the course, the marking period, and we can select some grades. Here we have only letters, but we can also have percent, and actually by default it's this, but in the school configuration and the grades tab, this is where you can configure if you want to use letter grades only, use letter and person grades, or use person grades only. By default it's letter and person. So if I go back, as you can see, a person grade was automatically attributed. Instead, we can go and enter person grades. And the corresponding letter is saved, right? So on the right, we can save comments. Those are predefined comments about student behavior. They can also be used to evaluate skills. I won't go into details, but those common codes and scales can be created under the grades module using the two report card comments and common codes programs to create comments for general comments or all courses comments or for specific courses. And in the other program where you can create common scales and the codes in it, which can be good, bad, very good, etc. If I go back to the input final grades program, on the right we have a free comment field. You may have noticed this use the main grade scale comments. If I go back to the scale, this will use those comments on the right. For example, here I save, and as you can see we have the corresponding comment. I'm gonna grade another course, a Spanish course for Q4, and this time using gradebook grades. So using this link, if we go to the teacher program and consult the gradebook, here we have an assignment. The average of the assignments, although we only have one, is B minus and D. And if I come back and click the link, I have the grades, the average of the assignments preloaded, and I only have to save, right? Now you can also consult final grades using the final grades program. If we get the final grades for Q4, you will notice we have minus icon to delete final grades. This comes handy when final grades appear on the report card while they shouldn't. This is where you can delete them. And now, still under the grades menu, we can generate report cards. So we have to find students. Here we have 2 students, and we have many options to include on report card, namely the student photo, teacher, percent, credits, class rank, comments, min and max grades, class average. This one is to group courses by subject, which can be useful for universities when they want to group courses by course unit. So instead of entering subjects, you will create course units and courses inside. And you will have on the report card, you will get course units with their own credit total and GPA, right? Those are options to show absences, and those are the options for the last row below the grades. So we can have the total, the GPA, the class average, class rank, and we're going to select Q4 and create report cards. And here we go, we have 2 PDF with information about student, grade level, school year, absences, then below the grade list with a course, teacher, the level grade. Here we have comments with command code and the free comment. And below that, the last row, GPA and class average. And here the base, which is 4, right? Now some other options include free text, which can be used, for example, to add the director's signature. You can drag and drop photos here. You can also use student information. You can call student info fields here. You just have to paste the code inside the text box. And one other use case is to add a global comment or evaluation about the student. This can be done using another plugin from the school configuration and plugin menu. You can activate the tutor report card comments plugin, which will add on the student info a new tab named tutor comments, where you can add your own comment. And if we go back to report cards, I'm going to select now more options so you can see them on the report cards. Okay. Here, please note you can select various marking periods. You'll have various columns and grades on the report card, right? And here we have another report card with more data: class average, class rank for each course, minimum grade, maximum grade, person grade, credits, and class rank, total grades, total credits, right? And we have our free text, and here we have the tutor comments for quarter 4, right? Well, I think that's all for report cards and final grades. I hope it will be useful to set up your own system, and thank you.